Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Miss Ovida Reed, age 86 of Coleman, are incomplete and will be announced at a later date by Moss Service Funeral Home. Miss Reed passed away yesterday at Woodland Healthcare. Estelman Walker, age 88, died yesterday at Hansville Nursing and Rehab. Coleman Heritage is in charge of those arrangements. A public memorial for Howard Peyton Tinney, age 59 of Hansville, will be held on Saturday at 11 a.m. at Betty Lee Thanes Auditorium at Wallace State Community College. Visitation will start at 10 a.m., where Mr. Tinney will be eulogized by Delmo Payne, Gene Stallings, and funeral services for family and friends will be held at 3 p.m. at First Baptist Church of Hansville. Philip Wigley will officiate with interment in Hopewell Cemetery. The family will receive friends on Saturday from 2 to 3 p.m. at the church. Hansville Funeral Home is directing. Memorial services for Vicki Marie Hudson, age 52 of Hansville, will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel, and Hansville Funeral Home is directing. Ms. Hudson passed away on Sunday at her residence. Funeral services for Mavis M. Collins, age 98, formerly of Bremen, will be at 2 p.m. today at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. Larry Duke officiating. Entombment will take place in Coleman Memory Gardens. Visitation will be 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the funeral home. Hansville Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Good morning and welcome to Today on 2. It is very foggy outside.
It is very foggy outside. Everyone be very careful. I can't see very far in front of me this morning when I was driving to work.
Well, let's see if that fog is going to stay around all day, if it's just an early morning thing. Our weather is brought to you by Mitch Miss Chevrolet, located on Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. Our weather almanac for the 23rd of May, with the average high, it's 84 degrees. The average low is 57 degrees. The record high in this state, set in 1941, was 93 degrees, and the record low was 40 degrees, set in 1931. The sunset tonight will be at 7:48, and the sunrise tomorrow morning will be at 5:40. Let's take a look at the radar picture and see the activity across the United States. And all the activity looks like it's moved out of our area. It has some activity up in the Great Lakes area and up in the New England states. But in our area, it looks fairly clear today. Let's look at our forecast for today. Patchy fog this morning. We are under a dense fog advisory. Otherwise, sunny conditions, windy, with a low near 80. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 53. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high around 75. Saturday and Sunday, mostly sunny with a high in the lower 70s and in the first 80s. And then Sunday is sunny with a high around 80. And then your Memorial Day is partly sunny with a 10% chance of rain. That has gone down.
Yeah.
So 10% chance of rain, which basically means no rain.
Let's hope so.
We're all hoping for it.
That's right.
So You have any great plans for today?
Not for today.
Not for today?
What
Well,
about...
some people do.
Oh,
today
what is that?
is a national holiday. Did you know?
I did not know that.
It is Lucky Penny Day.
It is Lucky Penny
So
Day.
if you find a
Is
Lucky
there a day
Penny
for
today,
everything now?
I'm pretty sure there is. It's also Pickle Day.
Also Pickle Day,
in
so
the
everyone
same
have
day.
a pickle today.
So maybe if you find a Lucky Penny, you'll find a free pickle somewhere.
Perhaps you will.
Just a great day.
Well, happy Free Penny Day.
Lucky
Penny Day to everyone then.
It's got to be on heads or don't pick it up.
That's right.
National holidays. It was something that I found, and I was like, well, that's neat. So.
That is interesting. That is very interesting.
Well, let's see who our Facebook friend of the day today is.
Yes.
Oh, we need to talk about Fest Hall. Fest Hall is now open. They're located over there on Arnold Street. They have bedding, plants, nursery stock, and flowers. They are open Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Fest Hall. And I'm sure they have a lot more stuff now
yes.
that is deeper into the season.
That's right.
Do they still have strawberries, do you know?
Oh, I'm sure that they do. I'm sure that there is a plethora of strawberries.
And there's our Facebook friend of the day.
And our Facebook friend of the day today is Brenda Bradford Makehamson, and she likes Fox 6 News and First Baptist Church in Holly Pond. So thank you, Brenda, for being our friend. And if you would like to be our friend on Facebook, or our Facebook friend, rather, of the day, you can log on Facebook and friend us. We're Channel 2 Coleman.
All right. Well, we have something we'd like to mention for today. We have the slide. I think the slide is up there. Channel 2, and I believe it's Bill Floyd State Farm Insurance, and also, let's see, who's the other sponsor? Do you know right offhand?
I think we're honoring
we need
the
to
alumni.
salute the alumni.
That's right.
I believe we have a slide in the lineup that we need to pop up. Maybe not.
And that's okay. Then we will just get back to that later.
Well, who's going to be up? There it is. Coleman Jefferson Gas. That's Bill Floyd State Farm and Coleman Jefferson Gas. And we would like to salute the 2012-2013 Distinguished Alumni Selections. And that's Alan C. Burns Sr., class of 45. Our very own Tom Drake, class of 49. Dr. Sidney R. Gibbs Sr., class of 52, and Dr. C. Eugene Scruggs, class of 56.
Dr. Jenny Grissom Folsom is class of 64. Caroline Reddick Lawson is class of 70. Alan Faust is 77. Dr. Brad Moody is 96. And then our 2013 Distinguished Service Selections are Mona Hopper and Suzanne Harper from class of 84.
Just taking the time to recognize those people because they are the distinguished members of Coleman. They've done a lot for the community.
That's right. Thank you very much.
All right. Now, who's going to be our guest for today?
Well, we have Ms. Ferris Richter here with us today, and she's going to be talking about the Sacred Heart Youth Rally that's going on here in a couple of weeks that needs to be registered for soon.
Okay.
So.
Well, sounds good. George Spear is here, and we'll be right back with his section of news and commentary right after these words.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Ed White Jewelers, it's a family-owned business, and we can service all your jewelry needs. We have a knowledgeable and friendly staff, and if there's something that you need that we do not carry the line of, we have a close networking with other jewelry stores also, and if they carry a line that we do not carry, rest assured we'll be able to get that piece for you. So when you think of Ed White Jewelers, that's really all you need to think about. Shop Ed White Jewelers for the good stuff.
Choices on my terms and my time. I'm in a Wallace state of mind. I've got goals and I'm aiming high. Wallace has choices that'll fit me just right. I'm in a Wallace state of mind. I'm in a Wallace state of mind.
Time for news and comment on this Thursday. Week's getting away from us, isn't it? Whoa. Well, looking at the morning news, AT&T, do you ever, just the mention of the name sometimes strikes horror in your heart because you say, Lord, I'll never get them to quit calling me. But AT&T used to be the only game in town. No, after deregulation and all that sort of thing back in the 80s and 90s, things changed. We had a lot more carriers when it came to a phone line service, the landline to your house. Now try to find, the phone book now has gone from like that to something like that, hasn't it, because people just use their cell phones for their home phones. And but nonetheless, AT&T, in order to keep up with the times, has to change. Well, I guess there was a meeting last week, Project VIP, which will bring over 350 jobs to Alabama, not necessarily Coleman County, but to Alabama, hosted by Coleman's AT&T, and Coleman Mayor Max Townsend was there, along with Mac Buttram, Senator Paul Bussman. And that's all it says that attended it, though. But the AT&T director, local director, Mr. Hargrove, shared about the new program, which will expand wireless and wireline broadband, allowing new jobs to form. They're talking about 4G instead of 3G. That's basically a speed at which you can use your smartphone to download applications, music, radar pictures and such if you're in a bad weather situation. And I don't know. It's the newest thing on the block, but there'll be something else out next year, right? Ain't that the way it goes? It seems like there's always something. They're working so hard to make things faster and to make things easier for you. But it's sort of irony is that you don't necessarily pick up on the easy part. Learning some of this new technology can be difficult. Nonetheless, that's their plan right now. We had 2 Coleman residents arrested on multiple drug-related charges and a child taken from the home. 35-year-old Kimberly Brooke Kuykendall of Coleman, 26-year-old Joseph Tyler Bailey of Holly Pond arrested, a child taken from them after they found drug paraphernalia in the house. And it sort of holds true what our probate judge tells us when it comes to adoptions. It's not somebody adopting a child from a family who's deceased or whatever. It's usually a grandparent taking care of the grandkids. We got grandparents raising children. I was looking at some family information back yesterday morning. My brother, he had watched our show on YouTube, and he text messaged me. He said, "George, I heard your comments about storm pits and storm shelters and how Mother didn't want to get into one when she was a little girl because she said there were too many spiders in there." He said, "That's where I got my fear of spiders, was from her," right? So anyway, I don't know what I was headed for in that particular thought, but it was, I'm sure, a good one. Nonetheless, grandparents are the ones that have to take care of kids oftentimes, and it shows up in probate court. Paul Feinbaum, sports talk kind of guy, many of you know and have listened to him, is going to leave Birmingham. He's going to host a radio show and a simulcast TV show in Charlotte, North Carolina, according to the Wall Street Journal. And he's going to be with ESPN Networks, have 100 televised appearances annually on ESPN, and a TV simulcast of his radio show. This is, again, according to the Wall Street Journal, so we'll be seeing more of his picture on ESPN. There was some question about what he was going to do. And we talked about yesterday or the day before about this mystery illness, people with the respiratory problems, some of them dying. It's happening in Dothan, Alabama, southeastern part of the county, of the state, I should say. The Dothan Eagle, which is in Houston County, is reporting officials with the local office of the Alabama Department of Public Health saying that one of the 2 deaths could be this H1N1 virus. And I forgot, is that the pig or the bird flu? Or the bird? Okay. Well, swine flu. H1N1 is swine. We'll have to get the picture books out and show Ted, and then me too, to remember what those things stand for. I can never get that. I know they thought it wasn't kosher to call it pig flu or swine flu, so they gave it a number, right? Well, yes, ma'am. Can I go do number 1 or number 2? That's how we do things in life sometimes. Sorry. Justice Department did more than seize a Fox News reporter's emails while suggesting he was a criminal co-conspirator. We're talking about this Fox News reporter. And I don't know. Have you noticed how apathetic people are to this sort of thing? I think we've had it so easy, so good, for so long, that we take a lot of things for granted, And I think that's what's happening here. Whenever the FBI begins to seize records and begin to call you a a criminal because you're doing your job as a reporter, something's wrong. You know, now if you're a co-conspirator in something like a terror kind of act and such as that, I understand that. But a reporter's not going to do that, not normally. It's going to be somebody who has an axe to grind, some of these jihadists and such as that. These people of the Justice Department used one of these laws that Richard Nixon used whenever he was trying to go after some folks. So it's been around a long time. It's the same law used, as I said, by Nixon to go after the New York Times and Daniel Ellsberg over the leak of the Pentagon Papers. It's the law used to charge the Rosenbergs. Those of you who haven't been around very long won't know that name. Those were American communists. They were allegedly charged for passing secret information to the Soviet Union. You know, some say that they weren't really guilty, but they were executed, you know, back in 1953. So this is a serious time, I believe, in the history of America. And no other time has it been more important to speak out and say enough's enough. Whenever government follows you everywhere and tries to do things that really is not constitutional. It's not the FBI's responsibility to go do that. It's not the IRS's responsibility to go after these, these conservative groups. And yet they're doing it. And I don't hear a pipsqueak except for, well, that's not right, from Barack Obama. You know, it's almost as though they're trying to spread fear. And there's a lot to be said for that being a socialism kind of standing. You know, the communists didn't like a lot of free press, did they? In London, near the military barracks, you read the story, heard it, I'm sure, this morning. You had these jihadists attacking a soldier, and they got it on video, right? And they just, after they beheaded this guy, then they waited for the police to show up. They were screaming, "We swear by Almighty Allah, we will never stop fighting you. The only reason we've done this is because Muslims are dying every day." They wanted to say, this British soldier is an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Now, how much plainer can you get? And I don't suspect he saw a YouTube video that made him mad. It's just the nature of that beast, isn't it? And that's the reality, I think, that we've got to face in this country and stop pussyfooting around. Call things the way they are. If there's ever a time to speak out and say enough's enough, I think we're reaching that point. Stay tuned. More for Today on 2 after this.
One morning they parched some corn in a wash pot and gave us a handful of it and told us to put it in our pocket. We was going on a march. And we started on the death march towards where we, Camp 5, where I spent the rest of my time in there. They said, the further we went, we'd have to stop off on the death march because the weather got so cold and the snow got so deep. It got down to 50 below zero.
That's why I shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
Now it's time for the merchant ad portion, where we are going to give away some prizes, but you have to listen to the ads to give away to get those prizes. The prizes for today are an assorted bag of apples from Still Orchard, and we also have a pizza from Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza.
Also, we're giving a day pass away
Yes,
to the
we
Wellness
are.
and Aquatic Center because we're doing that all week to remind you that they're opening this Memorial Day weekend.
And the Neesmith Pool is also opening as well in conjunction with Parks and Rec, and it's going to be 25 cents.
Admission this
Admission.
week. Yep.
A whole
That's right.
quarter. It's
Just
like
a
the
quarter.
good old days, going to a state fair and paying a quarter to have
That's
to...
right.
Anyway. So let's pay attention to these ads. Our merchant ads are, of course, all over Coleman. So let's take a look at Deb's Bookstore is who we're going to start with. She's your hometown bookstore. She's just down the road. Browsers are always welcome, where used books are half price and new books are 20% off every day.
And come and spend your summer with us. The outdoor pools are opening at Coleman Park and Rec. They're at the Aquatic Center. They're opening on Saturday, May the 25th. It'll be from 10 to 6. Give them a call at 775-SWIM.
And Baldwin Counseling Center. If you have problems, need to talk, but want privacy, call Howard Rogers. He can do weight loss, individual and family counseling, and lifestyle coaching. Baldwin Counseling Center.
And Autotech Foreign and Domestic Repair and Service. See David Method at his new location there in Vinemont beside Ridgecrest Community Church.
And the Choco Peanut Butter Brownie is the Blizzard of the Month at Dairy Queen. Just a couple more days left to get that wonderful peanut butter topping, choco chunks, and brownie pieces.
And Mullins Body Shop, you've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and towing, and you can still count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at Mullins Body Shop, 734-1353.
And Night Free Insurance, visit them on the web at nightfreeinsurance.com. They're one of the top 10 growth agencies in the state of Alabama for auto owners. They've been providing insurance coverage for over 3 generations. That's Night Free Insurance. Our telephone number is 734-7399. And help is just a phone call away at Baldwin Counseling Center. But who is the person you would speak to?
Oh, this is a very easy answer.
Very easy.
We had this person on our show just yesterday.
Just yesterday, this
We
person
did.
came on the show, and they're, of course, at Baldwin Counseling Center.
That's right.
While we wait for a phone call to come in, you can go ahead and call in while we're waiting. Let's take a look at the Fest Hall markets. The weather is what we're going to look at. Patchy fog this morning, otherwise sunny, windy, and a high near 80. Tonight, mostly or partly cloudy with a low around 53. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high around 75. We also want to take a look at the Fest Hall, which is now open. They have bedding plants, nursery stock, flowers, and tell us when it's open.
It's open Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 8 to 2.
All right, I believe that we have a caller up and ready to go. Let's check who it is. All right, good morning, caller. To whom am I speaking?
Bill and Carlin.
All right, good morning, Bill. And who would you speak to at Baldwin Counseling Center?
Howard Rogers.
Howard
That's
Rogers
right.
is the correct answer. Thank you for calling in. Now stay on the line, okay? All right, it is Howard Rogers, and that's at the Baldwin Counseling Center. All right, let's take a look at our second round of merchant ads and see what we have next on the block. That is Brown and Company Beverages. They have a beer cave, barware, and specialty items. Go check out the great deals on Highway 51 Northwest in Coleman, specialty wine and beer store.
And Mr. Hicks Menswear, they have the Reader's Choice Award winner for men's clothing. They're now offering suits made to your measurements, business men's regular sizes, and big and tall sizes there at Mr. Hicks Menswear.
And Yates Chance Christian Bookstore graduates with honors for their selection of gifts for the senior. If you're looking for music, ebooks, jewelry, and more, or any kind of gift for your senior, go visit Yates Chance Christian Bookstore in the South Coleman Shopping
And
Center.
Tires for Less has more than just tires. They offer oil changes, minor engine repairs, and shocks and brakes repairs. Come and see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less on 2nd Avenue, just past Highway 157.
And diabetic shoes, the Dr. Comfort shoes are now available at Borden Family Pharmacy. This is the finest quality diabetic footwear, period. You can visit them on the web also at BordenFamilyPharmacy.com.
And the Uniform Place now has that Allegria shoes available, and they're in Blue Bubbles and Midnight Garden. You can visit the Uniform Place on 2nd Avenue.
And the crew at Earl's Body Shop reminds you to move over for emergency vehicles, but they also want to remind you they have large and small towing available, local or long distance. This is at Earl's Body Shop on Highway 31 North in Coleman.
Hey, Renard's Gallery and Gifts. They offer jewelry, framing, and prints. Renard's Gallery is located on 1st Avenue or at renardsgallery.com. Give them a call at 739-5997.
And the Sony Marine stereo system is on sale at the Stereo Center for $149. This is at the Coleman Shopping Center. If you're looking to make ways to get your boat ready for summertime, get you a new radio system. All right, those were the look at the merchandise for today. Now, on our birthday list for today, I believe we have some people that we know.
Yes, it's Pastor Bob Kurtz and Mr. Larry Holtz that is on celebrating a birthday on this Thursday, and they will go in our drawing on Friday for that possibility to win an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
All right, we will going to take a break right now, and we'll be back with a visit from our guest.
That's right.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
And we're back. We're going to visit today with Miss Ferris Richter. She is from Sacred Heart, and she's going to be here discussing the youth rally that is upcoming at Sacred Heart. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. With the month of June steadily upon us, just right around the corner, we have a last date that we need to get those tickets. So let's talk about the youth rally and what's going to be offered at it.
Well, the youth rally will be June 22nd, and you have to have the tickets to be able to get in. And the event is free. And we will offer lunch also, and lunch will be free. We will have 2 speakers there. One is Chris Stefanik, and the other one is Jackie Francois. So we'll be having a lot of music and some talks. The theme is Come Follow Me, Accept No Imitations. And Chris Stefanik will be talking on relativism, and Jackie Francois will talk about chastity. So even though this is a Catholic sponsored event, any church or anybody that has kids in high school or up would be more than welcome to attend, and I think would be relevant for today.
Now, is this the first youth rally that you guys have ever had, or is this kind of an annual thing?
Yes, no, this is the first one that we've done, and it's in conjunction with the centennial for Sacred Heart, the laying of the cornerstone. And this is one of the last events. So this whole event thing's been going on for nearly a year now.
That's right.
Yeah. And so we're bringing up the rear, and hopefully it's going to be really fun, and the kids will have a lot of good times there.
Now, when you say youth, what do you mean? Like what ages are?
We're trying to target high school and up, and any age, of course, is welcome, and parents also, if they would like to come. It would be something you could go back and talk about your kids. But since it's going to be on relativism and chastity, I think high school and up would probably be the most appropriate.
Right.
What kind of group size are we looking at? How many people can you hold?
We're going to hold 500. Okay. That's what we've got that we can do in the gym, and that's why the tickets are necessary to pre-order. So I know at what point we have a cutoff date. So even though there's no charge, you have to have the ticket so that we can order. To organize it, we can order lunch and that sort of thing, and know how many people we're going to have.
So what's the time of the event? When does
it starts at 10.
Okay.
We'll start registration at 9 that morning. and it'll go till we're going to end with 5:30 Mass. So even if somebody came that wouldn't be interested in attending Mass, they wouldn't have to. We would have all the events before then.
Okay. Looking at what other events are there upcoming, just briefly, for the Centennial celebration?
Well, like I said, we're bringing up the rear.
Okay.
I think the last one is in July, and that's the closing event.
Okay. So have you guys had a great response with the Centennial so far, the celebration?
We have. We've
Yeah.
had lots of different things. I think you've probably interviewed several people for
Yes.
different things. And our youth at church has participated in 8 out of about 10 of those events. Going in and serving and on lunches and things like that. So it's really been a great year, I think.
Let's see. Let's going back. When is the last date that they need to get the tickets? Let's just have a reminder as to
Yes.
what date it is.
They need to have all tickets out by June 15th. There'll be a cutoff date
June
on that,
15th.
just so we can get everything organized and ready to go.
Well, with food preparation, you kind of need to have an idea.
That is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do this or not, but anyway, Sweet Peppers is going to be doing the lunch for us,
Okay.
so
Great.
that's going to be nice.
Now, if someone is looking to get contacts or maybe more information for their church organization, who can they contact?
They can contact me at Sacred Heart. My email address is frichter@sacredheartchurchcoleman.org, and that would be the best way.
And that just any questions or if they want tickets, just get that
Exactly.
email address? Okay,
Yes.
great. We might want to put that up somewhere. We want to thank you so much for coming in,
Well,
having some great information.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. If you're looking for that youth rally, the last day is the 15th. So, all right, and it's the 22nd. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, we will take a break and we'll come back with a look at community billboards.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Ed White Jewelers, it's a family-owned business, and we can service all your jewelry needs. We have a knowledgeable and friendly staff, and if there's something that you need that we do not carry the line of, we have a close networking with other jewelry stores also, and if they carry a line that we do not carry, rest assured we'll be able to get that piece for you. So when you think of Ed White Jewelers, that's really all you need to think about. Shop Ed White Jewelers for the good stuff.
Choices on my terms and my time. I'm in a wild state of mind. I've got goals and I'm aiming high. Wallace has choices that'll fit me just right. I'm in a wild state of mind. I'm in a wild state of mind.
Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. And the annual recovery rally will be Friday, May the 31st from 6 to 9 at the Fest Hall Market. There will be music, speakers, free food, drinks, and door prizes. This is hosted by the Root Recovery Group. And Rad Kids, this is a self-defense class for boys and girls ages 4 to 10. It'll be held at the Coleman Civic Center from June 24th through the 28th from 9 to 11 each day. Class is $5 per child for the entire week. And for more information, please contact Cindy Rorschach. This is hosted by the Coleman Police Department. And the Coleman Auburn Club has its annual banquet coming up on Thursday, May the 30th. That's today. This will be at 6 p.m. And wait, no, is that today? That's next week. This will be at the Coleman Civic Center with guest speaker Coach Gus Melzon. And our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. If you have a billboard that you would like to send to us, please email us at channel2coleman@gmail.com. Fax us at 734-7680 or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman.
And a brief look at the weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Some patchy fog this morning that will hopefully burn off really soon. Otherwise, it's going to be sunny today with a high around 80. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 53. And tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high around 75. Channel 2, the Coleman Power Board, and Turner Family Pharmacy would like to salute the 2013 Promising Alumni Selections. These are Stephen M. Aldridge of 03 and Austin T. Monk of 07.
And the 2012-2013 Teachers of the Year are Dylan Lee at CMS, Josh Swindle, CMS, Patricia Harrison, East, Melanie Edwards, West Elementary, and Priscilla Garrison at Coleman Primary School.
And the Council for Leaders in Alabama Schools wants to salute the Principal of the Year, which is Lane Hill, and that's at the Coleman Middle School. We want to take a minute to just thank those guys for all the service that they've done with helping the children.
Yes.
All right, tomorrow we have That's Politics. Who's going to be on to be interviewed?
That's right. Our Revenue Commissioner Barry Willingham will be with us tomorrow.
Sounds like a great show. We want to thank you for watching today on 2.
Hope you have a great day.